r/AskReddit, what's the worst movie you've ever watched in your entire life? A 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, impressive. Titanic 2. Revenge of the Berg? The what to now? Ah man. If you watched a movie called Titanic 2, you deserve to have a bad experience. Adding this to my list of shitty movies to watch on Sunday, smiley face. Jack and Jill. My BF swears that movie is just a long Dunkin' Donuts commercial LOL. Cats, 2019. I love, fun, bad movies and I just knew this was going to be bad. Just not what kind of bad. Made my friend come with me opening weekend. We lasted 20 minutes. Went home, got high, and watched The Room. As Ricky Gervais said at the Golden Globes in 2020, we got to see James Corden as a fat pussy. He was also in the movie Cats. Open House. I felt disrespected for watching that piece of shit. Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. Such a weird movie. Felt like it was made by some film student in Kirk Cameron's church group. It can be pretty fun to laugh at, but more painful than anything. That breakdancing scene to a crappy pop version of Angels we have heard on High. Perfection. None of the moves even resembled actual dance moves that humans do. I accidentally watched it on 2x speed and it was hilarious. Highlander 2. It's just a strange attempt to continue a story that didn't need to be continued. The acting was also kinda of meh. Like the actors knew it was crap and just wanted it to be done. No one? Okay. I'll cover it. There can be only one. Man, that was such a disappointment. This one is always near the top in these sorts of threads, deservedly. It's one of the laziest, shittiest sequels of all time. Someone should make a movie about the writing and making of Highlander 2. I bet those were some long, cocaine-fueled days. Battlefield Earth is right up there. Ha, I remembered seeing it in theaters on the day it came out. I was the only person in the theater and I walked out after 45 minutes. Beyond the actual content, the cinematography was atrocious. It felt like one half the movie was in a weird tilt and color filter. I genuinely enjoy bad sci-fi, but that movie was horrendous. Yeah, this one was totally unwatchable. Truly awful. Clearly none of you have seen Samurai Cop. The best worst movie ever. Nothing comes close. Samurai Cop was fucking amazing. What does a katana mean? It means Japanese sword. The Rip Tracks version of it was pretty hilarious. It's entertaining though. Terrible movie but hilarious. I especially love the basement hospital ICU with the dentist's office in it. I'm a fan of Will Ferrell, but Holmes and Watson is the worst. Ferrell can make terrible choices in film though. The first 10 to 15 minutes or so is legitimately one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Shut off the film there, and you'll love it. John C. Reilly is one of my favorite actors, but I'm always puzzled over some of the bizarre movie roles he's taken on. Walk Hard is one of my favorite movies of all time, along with Magnolia and The Good Girl, but then he's also made movies like this. Jupiter Ascending is the only movie to leave me genuinely bummed after watching it. It's been ages, but I remember the entire plot just feeling so rushed. There were so many cool sci-fi concepts, but every topic was touch and go. There was no depth, no lore, and no explanations. If the plot had been told across 2 to 3 films or a series of episodes, I feel like it could have had potential. Dragon Ball Evolution. It had so much potential. In the right hands, I could see it becoming the space opera of our time. But it just never quite got there. Deep Water with Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. Turned it off halfway through. Catwoman. Second worst movie and headache I've ever had. Still better than Wizards. Dragon Ball Evolution should be named Dragon Ball Devolution. Wonder Woman 1984. Actually made me angry that I wasted 2 hours on that shit. Worse BC, the first was so good, but multiple times during 1984 I was waiting for the actual main storyline and was just like, WTF is this? Felt like a weird fever dream. Seriously trash. Not a single redeeming thing about it. Human Centipede. I admire the narrative of character growth, Link. Even without the absolute contempt the script has with the source material, it is a terrible martial arts movie that has no consistent rules and a nonsensical plot with dull writing and no conclusion. Human Centipede 3 being the worst of them. Literally. Even as a fan of gore horror, it was just gratuitous. And the constant moans and cries of pain made it incredibly difficult to sit through. I'll rewatch most movies, but that's a no. Although one good thing did come out of that movie existing. Thanks Tom Cardy. Every time this gets asked, it makes me realize y'all shitbags need to watch some actually bad movies. Manos the Hands of Fate. Birdemic, Shock and Terror. Anything made by Neil Breen. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Food Fight. Etc. Damn. Manos was so awful, I must have blocked it out haha. Serena, a period drama with expensive actors that goes nowhere. Bradley Cooper hunts and dies to a panther for no good reason, and in response Jennifer Lawrence dies in a fire. The panther was actually the unsung hero of the movie. The end. Rubber. I mean a movie about a car tire that rolls around killing people. What? Rubber is a work of art. I love drinking and watching bad movies, but this was one where at the end of it I just yelled WTF? I saw that movie. Good thing I had some great bud. The no reason bit was pretty awesome. The rest of the movie not so much. I came to say this or M. Night's Avatar flop. Message in a bottle, I was so mind-numbingly bored I was cheering for Kevin Costner to die. Thank God he did. A Serbian film. Don't even look up a plot synopsis. Whatever you do, do not look it up. I know for some people, that's an invite. But if you care for your eyes at all, don't subject yourself to that horror. And I'm not even talking about the movie. I'm talking about reading the Wikipedia. Cats. Slender Man movie. Yes, this is the worst. Birdemic. Good grief on Netflix. Insufferable characters. Bunch of rich whiny drunks. I was so disappointed about that one. I love Dan Levy and had high expectation, but that movie was awful. Glad I saw this before I wasted my time. The Velocipastor, don't do it. Man, this is my fave movie. It was so awful, loved it. Too late haha. VFX car on fire. This is my favorite movie hahaha. I don't want to spoil anything because the plot is so amazing, but it's all worth it to watch the final fight. The Son of the Mask. Ballistic, X vs Sever, Link. Dumb and Dumberer. Sharknado, Ishtar. Hey, Sharknado at least knows exactly what it is. Oh, hi Mark. I did not hit her, I did not. Geostorm. The Happening. Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel run away from plants. I feel like the only person on the planet that actually liked this movie. Obviously nobody has seen Battlefield Earth. If they did, everyone would say this movie. Looking back, I can see how this was bad. But we used to watch this in the backseat of my mom's SUV when I was 7, and it was the best. I'm an adult with taste now, but I give it points solely for nostalgia. Emoji Movie. Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. Giggly. If it wasn't for That Jersey Girl, which is a great Kevin Smith movie of which I had the chance to see the cut, KS Wanted, would have done much better than it did. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, I walked out of the theater. After the books being so amazing and iconic for years, they definitely could have done better. Eli Roth's Green Inferno somehow manages to actually be worse than the terrible film it's based on, Cannibal Holocaust.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.